So today we're going to be using the elm-style-animation package. You may have seen the talk about this package at ElmConf this year. The author gave a nice talk about it. So I haven't used it on any of the ElmLive episodes before, so I figured I'd give it a try for tonight. And in particular, I'm interested in one of the features that was demoed in the ElmConf talk, which is animating the shapes of polygons. And I'm not sure if it does that automatically for polygons with differing numbers of points, but we'll try that out, and if it doesn't, we can implement something on top of this. So let's give it a go. I haven't actually used this package before, so we'll have to read through the docs a little bit. But before we do that, I'm just going to get my project set up. So this is day 21, and we'll start up our editor. Let's see, make sure we have Elm18 installed. Great. And we'll make a new main.elm. I'll also run elmmake in this folder just to create our elmpackage.json. And let's see, I guess we should also install this package. And let's see, I think we're also going to need Elm SVG. Cool. So let's get our basic scene set up here. And also let's see, yeah, okay, let's read through a bit of this right now. So there's an animation package. This is going to create an animation and put it into the model. Then we need to subscribe to the animation subscriptions. Let's see. Then we need to define this, a way to handle the animation messages in our update. Then we render the animation. Okay, and then we get back some HTML attributes. And then let's see. Animation.interrupt. Okay, and then we can use this. We can either queue or interrupt animations. Okay, cool. And let's take a look. Oh, this one doesn't have a demo. Let's take a look at these demos real quick. Okay, so there's that one. Nice, rotating gears. And oh yeah, this was the one that was in the ElmConf demo, where all the polygons change shapes. And oh, this is just showing different kinds of animations. Okay, cool. So we may want to refer to some of those examples. And this, I think this advanced stuff is about having animations fire off custom events. Okay, and then we can animate custom SVG or custom HTML properties. And there's interpolations. Okay, cool. Let's get this set up as our basic program then. And what does animation.style return? That gives an animation of some message type. Okay. So I guess that's going to go in our model. Although I guess we don't need that yet. So we'll start with an empty model. Our initial model will be empty for now. Let's see, we're going to have a message type. we can put some of this code in there to start with from the README. So we're going to have a message called animate. And that takes some type, not sure what. Let's just put unit there for the moment. And we'll have our update function. And this is where this boilerplate code goes. Okay. So I guess we're going to have style in here, which is going to be an animation that can potentially produce messages, I guess. And we'll need to import animation. And then we're going to have our view function eventually. That's going to take our model and give back HTML message. And then we're going to have our main, which is going to be a program with no flags for our model and our message. And that'll be html.program. To initialize, we'll use our initial model and command.none. The subscriptions we are going to grab from the example code in the README. And I guess we need to take our model here. And then we're also going to need our update function and our view. Okay. Module animation does not expose animation. Alright, so what is this type then? This gives an animation of message. That gives, I guess, an animation.state. Let's try that. All right. Okay, that looks a little better. Then we need to import HTML. And here we're going to have style equals animation.style. And okay, looks like we need to also return our command, or in this case, no command. And the message type is an animation.message. Okay, so we can fill that in. Okay, so I think we have our basic program. Let's start up Elm Reactor. And go into main.elm. All right, and there's our basic project template. So let's see. So how do we start an animation? We are supposed to take the existing style and put an animation.interrupt on it. So I guess we just start, let's see, so this takes a 2. Not quite sure about the types, so let's take a look in here. So style takes properties and gives an animation. v2 takes a list of properties and gives back a step. And then interrupt and cue both take a list of steps and apply them to an animation. Okay, cool. So let's start this out by, let's see if there's a font size, or is there a scale? Yeah, okay. Let's try animating the scale of the text here. Okay, that's listed in the animatable properties. All right, so we'll do animation.scale, and we'll start at 1.0, and then let's try animation.cue, and then we'll give that a list of steps. So then the step we want is animation.to, and then we give that a list of properties. So let's animate to 40. And yeah. All right, so I'm hoping this will immediately start an animation which will scale our to-do text up by 40 times. And I guess I'm not sure what the default duration is for this animation. I guess we'll see. Okay, so that looks like it did nothing, although it did give us some model updates in here. So I guess we can kind of dig in and see all these properties. And I'm wondering if maybe the scale property doesn't apply to HTML, only to SVG, because I noticed, let's see, basic transformations. It does a transform. Okay, I'm going to actually inspect the HTML and see what attribute this animation package is actually adding. Oh, well, that makes sense. We are never actually applying it anywhere. Okay, so we need to put a div here, and we'll apply this animated style to the div. I'm going to check the example in the README again, and it looks like it just does animation.render, and that gives back a list. Okay, let's try that out. Okay, so it looks like it's putting the right transformation in there. Maybe that's too large. So I'm seeing the first frame happen. Let's see. So let's pop up the debugger again. And if we go back to the first frame, I can see the to-do text here in the corner. And then our second frame, what's happening here? It's like running off the edge of the screen. I'm going to pull this window up here so we can see it better. So this has a scale on it, but I guess I'm not sure why it's pushing the text off the screen. Let's see. So if we shrink this down, oh, interesting. It sits there on the screen, okay. And if we make it 2, it's just gone for some reason. So I guess I'm not sure what's going on with the HTML here. I'm just going to ignore that and try switching this to an SVG element and see if we have better luck with that. So let's import SVG. Oh, hey Artwolf, welcome to the chat. How's your day or evening going? So let's see, let's add a circle here, and we're going to have SVG attributes.cx at 50, and do the same thing for the Y center, and these both need to be strings for these attributes. And then we have SVG attributes radius will be 20, and we also need the view box here, which will be 0, 0, 100, 100. And we need to import SVG attributes. And then this goes away, but I want to put these styles here. So let's put the circle in a group for a second. And we'll use the animated attributes on the group. Oh, it's just called G. I always forget that. Okay. Let's see if this works. Yeah, okay. And actually, if we do it this way, we want the CX and CY to be 0. And then we want to translate it afterwards. So for the moment, I'm just going to put an extra group on here. And this will be SVG attributes.transform translate 50/50. And what did I mess up here? There's nothing called transform. Oh, no, I spelled attributes wrong. Okay. There we go. Okay. That looks a lot better. So let me stick this back in the other window. And there's our basic animation. Okay, great. All right. So I actually have something to take care of real quick. So I need about a 5-minute break here. So I will take that and be back in just a few minutes. And then what I want to do for today is have a couple different polygon shapes that'll animate into each other and rotate and change the colors, and just kind of exercise some of the different animatable properties in this package. So I will be back in 5 minutes, or hopefully less, and we will continue that.